Welcome, baseball fans, to another beautiful evening here at Cub Baseball Stadium at Score Park, where the home team Nevada Cubs take on conference foe, the West Marshall Trojans. Pitching tonight for the Cubs is Kale Franzen. He'll face the following West Marshall lineup. Leading off and playing center field is number 11, Owen Siegert. Batting second will be the second baseman, number 23, Peyton Hart. Batting third will be the pitcher, Kenneth Christensen. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Caden Davis. Batting fifth, shortstop, Clay Kuva. Batting sixth, first baseman, Drew Wilder. Batting seventh, the catcher, Cody Brady. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, AJD. He's hitting for the right fielder, Nick Thompson. And batting ninth will be the third baseman, Parker Reese. And we're getting ready for the first pitch. Franzen gets a sign, delivers. First pitch down the middle for strike one. Cubs last night are coming off their first victory of the season, an 11-1 defeat of the Iowa Falls Alden Cadets. That pitch just inside. Evens a count, ball one strike. Franzen sets and delivers. Just outside. 2 balls and a strike. Umpires this evening behind the plate is Mr. Jerry Lowe, and on the bases is Mr. Marcus Chives. 2-1 delivery. Curveball up top. Franzen falls behind to the leadoff hitter Siegert. 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Low for ball 4. Leadoff batter is on for West Marshall. That'll bring up second baseman, number 23, Peyton Hart. That ball lifted into left field. Colin Memmers going back to the wall, and it is gone. Home run. First pitch swinging for the sophomore second baseman Peyton Hart. Drives it just inside the scoreboard in left field for a 2-run home run. Puts West Marshall on top, 2-0. Here in the top of the first. That brings to the plate number 24, the pitcher tonight for West Marshall, Kenneth Christensen. Low and in the dirt for ball 1. Franzen drops one there inside for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. To his opposition on the mound. From the windup, that ball hit off the handlebars. Third baseman Edwards goes back just over the outstretched glove of Edwards. Tries to make a leaping grab, but can't quite make it. A little number drops for a single and puts another runner on first for the Trojans. That'll bring up cleanup hitter right fielder Caden Davis. Davis bloops one into right field for a single. Christensen takes second base on the hit. Bring up shortstop, number 6, Clay Kuva. Beving sneaks over behind the lead runner. No throw. Again, first pitch swinging. Kuva lofts that into foul territory for strike one. Higgins playing behind the runner on first. Davis. Sheldall now over, trying to keep Christensen close. That pitch outside evens the count at 1-1. Left hand hitting Kuva swings and again drops that just over the fence in foul territory for strike two. That ball pops straight up in the infield. Beving calls off Sheldall. Infield fly is in effect. Batter Kuva is out. Leaves the runners at first and second. So first out of the inning. That brings up first baseman number 13, Drew Wilder. Christensen with a big lead. Sheldall over. Franzen steps off. Chases him back. First pitch swinging again. Wilder drives that one to center. Malone gives chase. And that ball is gone. Second home run of the inning for the Trojans. This one a 3-run shot. Just gets over the fence in center field. And the Trojans jump out to a quick 5-0 lead. Trojans are given the green light here. First pitch swinging. It's paid dividends for them so far here in the top of the first. With one out in the inning, brings up catcher number 2, Cody Brady. Franzen delivers that one off the handle again. Short little fly ball. Beving charges, calls off Franzen, and makes the catch. Nice play by the sophomore shortstop Carter Beving for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the number 8 hitter, designated hitter AJD. And the pitch, that one way inside, hits D, and he'll take the base on a hit by pitch. With the runner on first, brings up the 9th batter of the inning, third baseman Parker Reach. Coach Patrick Tufts calls timeout to go out and try to settle down his pitcher. West Marshall comes into tonight's contest with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. Coach Tufts heads back to the dugout. We're back to live action with the third baseman Parker Reese up to bat. That pitch high and outside for ball one. Trojans have a runner on first. That's the designated hitter, AJD. The short lead off first. That pitch in there for a strike. Reese took a swing at it. Couldn't quite catch up with the high fastball. Evens the count, 1-1. Higgins holds a runner on first. The pitch. That ball is skied straight up in the air. Franzen calls off everyone. He's going to take it himself and makes the catch to retire the side. West Marshall takes advantage of the first pitch strikes to the tune of 5 runs. On 4 hits, there were no Cub errors and 1 runner left on base. So after a half inning played, West Marshall's on top, 5-0. Taking the mound tonight for West Marshall is Kenneth Christensen, and he'll face the Cubs in this order. Leading off, the pitcher number 16, Cale Franzen. Batting second is right fielder Christian Hawbaker. Batting third, number 42, Connor Schneckgoke. He'll be the designated hitter tonight, hitting for catcher Holden Fry. Batting cleanup tonight is first baseman Grant Higgins. Batting fifth, the left fielder Colin Memmer. Batting sixth, the shortstop Carter Beving. Batting seventh, third baseman James Edwards. Batting eighth, second baseman Marshall Sheldall. And batting ninth, center fielder number 10, Gavin Malone. Leading off is the pitcher number 16, Cale Franzen. Christensen's first pitch is outside for ball one. Franzen hits that into right field. Right fielder Thompson took a step in first, but manages to backtrack and make the catch for the first out of the inning. Franzen flies out to right. That brings up Cubs right fielder number 17, Christian Hawbaker. At pitch outside. Hawbaker last night was one of the offensive stars for the Cubs, collecting 3 hits, scoring 3 runs. That went high and tight for ball 2. Christian pushes one up the center. Shortstop Clay Kuva ranges to his left, scoops and throws out Christian by 2 steps. Nice play by the West Marshall shortstop to retire Hawbaker. 6-3 for the second out of the inning. Brings up designated hitter number 42, Connor Schneckgoke. Schneckgoke also had a big night last night for the Cubs, recording 3 hits. Swing and a miss, off-speed pitch, strike 1. Schneckgoke bounces that one up the middle between Kuva and the second baseman for a single in the Cubs' first hit of the game. Schneckgoke continues his hot streak at the plate. Runner on first, that brings up first baseman senior Grant Higgins. The pitch. First pitch swinging, skies that one up into right field. Thompson tracks it underneath and makes the catch. Cubs get a hit, but strand the runner at first. No West Marshall errors. After one complete, score is West Marshall 5, Nevada 0. Due up for West Marshall here in the top of the second will be Siegert, Hart, and Christensen. And we're ready here for the top of the second inning. Cale Franzen on the mound. He'll face leadoff hitter, center fielder Owen Siegert. Siegert drew a walk his first time up. Franzen's first pitch is just outside for ball one. Siegert is just a freshman leadoff hitter. That curveball drops in nicely for a strike. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, Franzen's delivery. Down low for ball 2. 2 balls and strike to the West Marshall leadoff hitter. Siegert grounds that one to Higgins at first, who scoops, throws to Franzen, covering on the play, and gets the out. Nice play there by Higgins, flipping to Franzen on the play. Looks like West Marshall head coach here is going to discuss a little bit with the umpire, just get a clarification. Talking to home plate umpire. The first base coach over there pointed at the bag like maybe Franzen might have missed on the step. The throw was a tad high, but Franzen was able to reel it in and still make the play at first. Call is going to stand, so that's 1 out on the inning. Brings up the second baseman, Peyton Hart. Pitch swinging, dribbles one to Franzen at first. He fields cleanly, throws to Higgins for the out. Hart has seen a total of 2 pitches tonight. One has gone for a home run and one is hit back to the pitcher. That brings up number 3 hitter in the West Marshall lineup, number 24, Kenneth Christensen. Swings on the first pitch and drives that out of play over the first base side. Not quite to the pond over there, so hangs up. Looks like Franzen's going to call timeout, have a chat with his catcher, Holden Fry. Christensen singled in his first at bat. Came around to score on the home run by Wilder. One strike pitch here to Christensen. Takes a cut again and again, fouls that back behind the first base dugout for strike number 2. Franzen ahead here on the count. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning. And the pitch. Gets Christensen swinging, but Fry can't hold on to the pitch. Throws down to first. Not quite in time. So Franzen will record the strikeout. But on the wild pitch, Christensen manages to steal first. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, number 10, Caden Davis. Swinging, lines one to center field, drops in front of Gavin Malone, who throws a strike to Edwards at third, who can't hold on to the ball. Was there in plenty of time to get Christensen at third, but Edwards can't bring in the throw. Looked like Malone had a little bit of trouble reading that ball off the bat. Didn't get a good jump. Instead of going for the big play, drops in front of him, but he comes up firing, throws a perfect strike to Edwards at third, who can't quite hold on to make the tag. So Davis, with his second hit of the night, advances to second on the throw. That brings up the shortstop, number 6, Clay Kuva. With the Christensen running from first on the hit, they elect to bring in a courtesy runner, number 20, Dakota Cobb, who's now on third base. Franzen's first pitch just a bit outside for ball 1. Kuva's 0 for 1 on the evening. Kuva, the freshman, with a swing and a miss there to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on scoring position, second and third for West Marshall with 2 outs here at the top of the second inning. Franzen looking to get out of this jam. That ball is lifted into right field. Hawbaker goes back, and it's going to drop between Hawbaker and Malone in the gap. Cobb will score easily from third. Davis trots around as well, running with 2 outs. Puts 2 more runs on the board for West Marshall. And Davis ends up with a stand-up double. Kuva with the stand-up double for his first up hit of the night. That brings up first baseman, number 13, Drew Wilder. Wilder connected on a 3-run home run in the first inning. Takes another big cut there. Can't quite catch up to it for strike 1. Kuva, the shortstop's the runner on second. 2 outs here. Top of the second inning. Franzen sets, delivers. That ball fouled straight back for strike number 2. Franzen up quickly on the Trojan first baseman. No balls, 2 strikes. Christensen sets, delivers. That curveball. They're going to say it's a ball. They're going to say Wilder did not make an effort to get out of the way. Umpire saying it looked like Wilder almost did not attempt a good faith effort to get out of the way. So the dead ball does go in as a ball. Wilder is right on top of the plate in the batter's box. Toes must be hovering right over the white line. That ball is swung and a miss in the dirt, but Holden manages to pick it up and throw to Higgins for the out. So the Trojans are able to add to their lead with 2 runs on one hit. They leave 1 runner on and no Cub errors. And after 1.5 innings, the score is now West Marshall 7, Nevada 0. Due up for the Cubs in the bottom of the second will be Memmer, Beving, and Edwards. Leading off the bottom of the second inning here for Nevada will be the left fielder, number 24, Colin Memmer. Christensen sets, delivers. That one is high for ball 1. Memmer takes a cut but drives it straight into the dirt. Lands foul. Evens the count at 1-1. Memmer broke out of his slump last night with 2 hits in Nevada's 11-1 victory. And the pitch, that curveball is chopped right back to the pitcher Christensen with a defensive snag. One hopper is fielded cleanly. Throws over to Wilder at first for the first out of the inning. That brings up the shortstop, number 2, Carter Beving. Christensen from the windup delivers. That curveball is going to bend in there for strike 1. And the pitch. Beving swings and miss to go in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Just a bit outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Nevada shortstop. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Christensen sets, delivers. Beving slices that one into the dugout netting to keep the bat alive. Beving chops that one to the shortstop Kuva. Comes up firing. Low throw, but Wilder manages to pick it out of the dirt and get Beving just by a step. Close play. But the 6-3 grounder is the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up third baseman number 7, James Edwards. Pitch to Edwards, swing and a miss. Strike one. Christensen working fast on the mound. Edwards swings at that outside pitch, can't quite catch up to it for strike number 2. Sets and delivers. That ball in the dirt. Edwards swings, strike 3. However, the catcher Brady is up and throws to first to record the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 inning there for Christensen. Cubs go down in order. No runs, no hits, no West Marshall errors, and no runners left on base. Score after 2 is West Marshall 7, Nevada 0. Third inning for West Marshall. Due up this inning will be the catcher Brady, DHD, and the third baseman Reese to face Cubs pitcher Cale Franzen. The junior comes out for the third inning. Brady is senior, takes low for ball 1. Coach Tufts makes a defensive change here to start the third inning. Now playing third base is Dallas Stanley. Will go in the order James Edwards' spot. Brady slices that one foul over the first base dugout. Even the count at 1-1. Late swing there by Brady. Puts him in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brady is 0 for 1 on the evening. And the pitch. It's in the dirt in front of the plate. Nice stop by Fry. Evens the count at 2-2. And the pitch. A pitch up high. Brady swings. Fry can't quite squeeze it, but throws to Higgins for the easy out. That is Franzen's third strikeout on the evening. First out of the inning. Brings up the designated hitter, number 21, AJD. D is just an 8th grader. Young West Marshall lineup tonight. He was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Franzen's first delivery is low and outside for ball 1. One out here, top of the 3rd inning. That one in the dirt for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. That ball looped into right field. Hawbaker charging hard, but can't quite get there in time. Drops in front of him for a hit. Single to right field. Puts D on first base with one out. Brings up the third baseman, number 28, Parker Reese.
Third baseman, number 28, Parker Reese.
D has got a sizable lead over on first. Reese squares around a bunt. Can't get it down the line, however. Fouls it straight back to the screen for strike 1. Oh, and 1 on the batter, Reese. That ball is driven to left field. Memmer gives chase and looks up, but it is gone. West Marshall's 3rd home run of the evening extends their lead to 9-0. D scores ahead of Reese on the drive. And that'll bring Coach Patrick Tufts out to the mound to talk with his pitcher. West Marshall doing damage with the long ball tonight. 3 home runs. Just driving in with home runs. Take this time out to mention all you golfers out there. The Nevada Booster Club will host its 7th annual Booster Golf Outing on Saturday, August 21st. Make sure you save the date. That's Saturday, August 21st for the Nevada Booster Club Golf Outing. Chance to win great prizes. Enjoy a relaxing day on the links with your friends. Make sure you grab a team and enter. Look for details online. They'll become available soon. Nevada Booster Club is also looking for sponsors for the golf outing. If you have a business or know of one that would be interested in sponsoring, please send Vice President Jeremy Williamson an email at nbccubs.org. Once again, save the date. Nevada Golf Outing, August 21st, out at Indian Creek Golf Club. Branson's night is done. Coach Tufts gives the ball to junior Colin Memmer, take the mound. Taking Memmer's place out in left field will be freshman Kyle Kingsbury. And at the plate is a leadoff hitter, center fielder, Owen Siegert. Memmer's first pitch is outside for ball one. Close the book on Franzen tonight. He goes 2 1/3 innings, gives up 9 runs, all of them earned, on 8 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts, and 1 hits batters. That ball inside for ball 2 to Siegert. Memmer pitches out of the stretch, looks in for the sign, gets one he likes, and the pitch low and inside for ball 3. 3-0 to the West Marshall leadoff hitter, Owen Siegert. That ball in there for a strike. Here to Siegert, who walked in his first at bat and grounded out to Higgins at first. On a nice play, Higgins to Franzen. That ball hit sharply on the ground to Sheldahl at second. Scoops up and throws to Higgins for the out. 4-3 ground out is the second out of the inning and brings up the second baseman, number 23, Peyton Hart.
Second baseman, number 23, Peyton Hart.
Hart is 1 for 2 on the night. Started the scoring with a 2-run home run in his first at bat in the top of the first. Loops that one short center field. Malone gives chase, can't quite get there. Soft little seeing eye single to center field for Hart for second hit of the night. Brings up the pitcher, number 24, Kenneth Christensen. Christensen steps in with 1 for 2 on the evening. There goes the runner Hart from first. Fry can't handle the pitch, so Hart goes in standing up with the stolen base. Runner now in scoring position for the Trojans. Ball was called a strike. That went high and inside, even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch just misses the outside corner for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to the West Marshall pitcher. Set and the pitch. That one low for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike here. 2 outs, top of the third inning. West Marshall with a 9-0 lead. There goes the runner from second. The ball is high and inside for ball 4. Hart with a walking lead easily steals third base, standing up. Christensen now takes first on the walk. Runners on the corner. For cleanup hitter right fielder Caden Davis. Davis is 2 for 2 on the night. 2 singles. Lefty digs in. There goes Christensen from first. The throw, they try a trick play on. Bevin comes in to cut off the throw, but nothing doing on third. So Christensen goes in standing up. The Cubs give him the base. Pitch was high for ball 1. And now West Marshall will go with the courtesy runner. Dakota Cobb will come in and run for the pitcher Christensen. Higgins calls timeout, come in, talk a little strategy. Fry comes to the mound. Runners on second and third here with 2 outs. With the set and the pitch. That inside. That gets past Fry to the backstop. Hart will come in and score. Makes the score 10-0 now. Cobb will go to third. Two balls, no strikes to the batter, Davis. He fights off that inside pitch. Slices it foul down the third baseline. Strike number 1. Two balls and a strike to the Trojan right fielder. That ball is roped into right field in front of Hawbaker. Thinks about trying the diving catch, but pulls up at the last minute. Make sure it doesn't go to the fence for extra bases. Keeping the ball in play. That is Davis's third hit on the night. Drives in Cobb from third. And brings up shortstop Clay Kuva. Davis takes off on the first pitch. Fry's throw is high. Davis slides in for the stolen base. One ball, no strikes, the shortstop Kuva. That inside pitch is called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Davis on second base in scoring position with 2 outs. Sheldall sneaks over, try to keep him close. That ball inside. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. That curveball hits the outside corner. Even the count at 2-2. Twos are wild here on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. That one pushed to third. Stanley fields it, bobbles it, up and throws. Throw is wide, pulls Higgins off the base. Kuva gets in safely on the error. Davis advances to third on the play.
First baseman, number 13, Drew Wilder.
That brings up the first baseman, number 3, Drew Wilder. That ball hit off the handle and is going to dribble foul down the first base line. Higgins touches it for the strike. Drew Wilder is 1 for 2 in the evening. 3-run home run in the first. That ball, defensive swing, check foul into the first base netting. Puts Wilder in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Memmer sets and delivers. Ooh, that pitch just misses inside for a ball. Nice spot by Memmer. Wilder really hugging the plate. That pitch is called strike 3. Wilder can't catch up to the pitch. Gets called looking for the 3rd out of the inning. However, West Marshall manages to add 4 runs to the total on 3 hits. There was 1 Cub error and 2 runners left on base. After 2.5 played, scores West Marshall 11, Nevada 0. Due up for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 3rd will be center fielder Gavin Malone. And then we'll go to the top of the order, Kyle Kingsbury, and right fielder Christian Hawbaker. I'm sorry. Check that. It'll be second baseman Marshall Sheldall leading off the inning, followed by center fielder Malone and left fielder Kyle Kingsbury. third inning for Nevada. Second baseman, senior Marshall Sheldall. Christensen takes the mound again. That ball high and inside for ball one. Another high and tight pitch for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to the Cubs second baseman. Set in the pitch. That ball chopped over the mound. Kuva charges, one hop. Comes up firing to first base. Gets Sheldall by a step. 6-3 ground out is the first out of the inning. And brings up center fielder number 10, Gavin Malone.
Center fielder, number 10, Gavin Malone.
Malone, the lefty, takes the pitch outside for ball one. Gavin swings a mitch that misses that pitch on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. Malone chops that curveball foul straight over my head. For strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 1 out. Bottom of the third. Christensen sets, delivers. That fastball high. Evens the count at 2-2. Malone digs in, gets set. Outside. That pitch takes it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to the Cubs center fielder. And the pitch. Malone draws a 5-pitch walk. That is just the second Cub runner of the game. And it looks like it will bring up pinch hitter number 6, Caleb Quaker. Quaker will slot in here at the leadoff position for Nevada. Cale Franzen, who was the starting pitcher tonight, began the evening in the leadoff spot. When the Coach Tufts made the pitching change, put Kyle Kingsbury in left, and now Quaker will come in and hit, presumably to take over in left field for Kingsbury. First pitch from Christensen hits the outside corner for strike 1. Malone with a big lead at first base. Christensen throws over. His pickoff attempt is low. Wilder can't quite apply the tag. Malone slides in safely. Christensen checks the runner at first. Throws over again. Malone just gets back. That attempt was close. First baseman Wilder thought he had the out. The base umpire chives, disagrees. Another throw over to first. This time Malone's back easily. Slides under that tag. Malone really getting into the head of the pitcher Christensen. Malone with a jump. That ball low and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another throw over to first. Not in time. Malone gets back safely under the tag, calls time, dusts himself off. Malone again out to a big lead. And he takes off on the pitch. Ball low and outside. Pitch was low and outside, but Brady had no chance to get Malone at second. Slides in safely. Stolen base. Gets the Cubs a runner in scoring position with 1 out. The pitch was a ball as well to Quaker. After a quick timeout, we're back to live play. Christensen sets. Quaker chops that to third. Third baseman with a nice one-hop play. Throws a strike over to first to retire Quaker. Malone delays but takes third base on the throw. Quaker does his job, advances the runner to third. But the 5-3 ground out is the second out of the inning and brings up the right fielder, number 17, Christian Hawbaker. That ball in the dirt. Brady with a nice stop to keep it in front of him. Ball 1. Two outs here for the Cubs, bottom of the third. Runner on third base. That pitch outside for ball 2. Christensen from the stretch delivers. Low and outside. Hawbaker works the count to 3-0. Christensen with the green light on 3-0. Foul tips that back into the glove for the first strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here for the Cubs in the bottom of the third. Christensen sets. That ball low and outside. 5-pitch walk for Hawbaker. Gets him on first base, puts runners on the corners. Brings up designated hitter number 42, Connor Schneckgoke. Schneckgoke has the Cubs' lone hit tonight. A single up the middle in the first inning. Wilder holding on Hawbaker. Christensen tries the old step to third. Fake out, trying to catch the runner off first, to no avail. Schneckgoke first pitch swinging, bounces that past the second baseman. Peyton Hart into right field for a single. Gives him 2 hits on the night and drives in the Cubs' first run of the game. Cubs now on the board, 11-1. To second on the play. Brings up first baseman, senior Grant Higgins. Higgins with a check swing. Strike. Higgins digs in. Nobody holding Schneckgoke on at first. That curveball bends in for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to the Cub first baseman. And a pitch inside, ball 1. Christensen checks the runner at second. Delivers to the plate. That curveball bends in for strike 3. Gets Higgins looking for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Cubs get on the board. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no Wes Marshall errors and 2 runners left on base. And the score after 3 is Wes Marshall 11, Nevada 1. Leading off the top of the 4th inning for Wes Marshall will be the catcher, number 2, Cody Brady. Brady is 0 for 2 on the evening. Strikeout in his last at bat. Swings first pitch, but drives that foul for strike number 1. Ball hits Brady, but the umpire is going to say that he did not make a fair attempt to get out of the way. So he's going to keep him in the box. The pitch will be recorded as a ball. Brady is right on top of the plate. That's the 2nd time tonight the umpire has made that rule. That is no doubt there. Hits Brady in the hip. He'll take first on the hit by pitch. Puts a runner on first for Wes Marshall. The designated hitter, number 21, AJD. Member with a throw over to first. Brady back in time. First base coach for West Marshall calls time. Looks like Brady didn't have the right sheet in his wristband. Play is now set. D also in tight on the plate. There goes the runner, Brady from first. Hit and run was on. D cannot drop it in fair play. Fouls it straight back for the first strike. Over to first, but Brady gets back in time. There goes the runner from first. Another hit and run on, but D chops that foul behind him for strike two. We have a score update from softball. Nevada's softball team taking on West Marshall in a Heart of Iowa Conference battle. Cubs win 12-0 in 4 innings. There's a curveball, hits the outside corner for strike three. Gets the DH. D looking for the first out of the inning. Brings up the third baseman, number 28, Parker Reese. There goes the runner, Brady from first. Fry can't handle the pitch, so Brady goes in standing up for the stolen base. Pitch was outside for ball one. Reese 1 for 2 on the night. His last at bat, he drove a shot over the left field line for a 2-run home run.
Running at first with Rose is number 1.
West Marshall will employ the courtesy runner for the catcher, Brady, at second. And to run is number 1, Caden Fance. Guide to center field. Malone goes back to the wall. Gets underneath it, makes the grab. Nice play by the center fielder. Strong throw into third baseman Stanley. Keeps Fance at second base. Reese with another long drive. But this time it stays in the park for out number 2. Fance remains at second. Brings up the leadoff hitter, center fielder Owen Siegert. That pitch behind the batter gets away from Fry all the way to the backstop. Wild pitch. Advances Fance to third. Ball one. That ball in there. Inside, strike one. Siegert is 0 for 2 on the evening. He does have a walk, leadoff walk. Started the game with a leadoff walk and scored on Hart's home run. And the pitch. That ball laced up the middle, just past the outstretched glove of Beving at short. Sharp single to left field for Siegert. Brings in the courtesy runner Fance from third. Puts runner on first with 2 outs. Brings up second baseman Owen Hart. Peyton Hart. Sorry. Hart is 2 for 3 on the night. The home run and a single, 2 runs scored. First pitch high and outside for ball 1. Memmer with the throw over. Gets under the tag safely. Memmer with another throw over. Seegert slightly leaning towards second, but still manages to get in under the tag. And the pitch. That ball outside. Wild pitch gets back to the backstop. Seegert will easily advance to second base. West Marshall has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Low and outside for ball 3. 3-0 to the second baseman, Hart. Memmer sets and delivers. 4-pitch walk to the Hart. Sets up a force out, but puts runners at first and second. And brings up the pitcher, number 24, Kenneth Christensen. Christensen has reached base all 3 times he's been up and scored all 3 times tonight. First pitch high and inside for ball 1. Christensen has walked, singled, and had reached first base after the strikeout couldn't be handled. Got past the pitcher or the catcher Fry. That pitch outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here, 2 runners on, and the pitch. That ball skied to the outfield. Malone goes back to the wall, and it is gone. Malone made a valiant effort, but there was no bringing that ball back. Christensen's second hit of the game and the Trojans' 4th home run extends their lead to 15-1.
Another home run for the Trojans, this one by number 24, Kenneth Christensen.
And it will bring up the first baseman, number 10. I'm sorry, the right fielder, Caden Davis. Nice little off-speed pitch there by Memmer. Comes back with a strike. No balls and a strike here. That ball catches the inside corner for strike 2. Memmer coming back strong here after giving up the home run. Memmer with the sign and the pitch. Outside, gets Davis swinging for the strikeout and the 3rd out of the inning. 2nd strikeout of the inning for Memmer. But West Marshall manages to put 4 more runs on the board. on 2 hits. There were no Cub errors and no runners left on base. After 3.5 complete, scores West Marshall 15, Nevada 1. Take this time to congratulate the Nevada girls golf team today, competing at state. The team itself finished 8th, and Cub senior Ashlyn Spohr, competing individually, finished 9th. So congratulations go out to Ashlyn on her 9th place finish, and the entire Cub team on a great season, capped off with an 8th place finish at the state meet today. Nice job, Cubs. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for Nevada is pitcher Colin Memmer. Christensen once again returns to the hill for the Trojans. Memmer swings at the first pitch, strike 1. Memmer pokes one over to first base. Wilder there manages to track it down and makes the snag for the first out of the inning. With one down, that brings up Cub shortstop number 2, Carter Beving. Beving is 0 for 1 on the evening, grounded out to short in his first at bat. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Christensen sets and delivers. Beving can't quite catch up to that curveball. Puts himself in a hole 0-2. Christensen gets the sign. Delivers. High fastball up in his eyes. Beving can't catch up to that. Strikes out for out number 2 in the inning. Brings up Cub third baseman, Dallas Stanley. Stanley entered the game in the 3rd inning, replacing starter James Edwards. Another high and tight pitch that Stanley can't quite get to for strike 1. Christensen sets and delivers. Nice little off-speed pitch there. Stanley can't catch up to. Goes down quickly. No balls, 2 strikes. Set and the pitch. Swinging strike 3. Brady can't quite hold on to it, but manages to scoop it up and tag Stanley as he tries to reach first. With the strikeout, that retires the side. 8-pitch inning there for Christensen. Cubs get no runs on no hits, no Trojan errors, and no runners left on base. After 4 complete, score remains 15-1 in favor of West Marshall. Due up for the Trojans here in the top of the 5th will be Kuva, Wilder, and Brady. We're going to have a pinch hitter here to lead off the 5th inning for West Marshall. Up batting now is number 17, Vincent Claussen. Left-handed hitting 8th grader, takes ball 1. West Marshall batters really getting uptight on the plate when they stand in the box. Set in the pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. 1 ball and a strike here to the pinch hitter, Vincent Claussen. Member sets and delivers. That curveball stays up top. For ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. No outs here. Top of the 5th inning. Member gets the sign and delivers. That one hits the outside corner. Nice pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Claussen chops that one towards second base. Takes a big bounce off the infield. Sheldall charging. Looked like he had a beat on it, but the big hop totally fools him. He manages to get a glove on it to keep it from going out into the outfield, but unable to make the play at first. Claussen with the infield single. Puts a runner on first. Brings up another pinch hitter, number 9, Dylan Thompson. Thompson takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Runner on first for the Trojans here at the top of the 5th inning. No outs. Member steps off, throws to first. That ball gets away from Higgins. Gets down close to the first base bullpen. Higgins runs it in. Back to the pitcher, Member. Claussen advances to second. On the air. Puts a runner in scoring position for West Marshall. With no outs. Ball inside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes here for West Marshall. Pinch hitter, Dylan Thompson. Thompson just a freshman. Digs in. And the pitch. That ball in there for strike 1. Nice pitch there by Memmer. Memmer sets, delivers. Another strike. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to the pinch hitter Thompson. Member sets, delivers. That ball fouled straight back. Watch out here. Fans try to make the play. Off the hands, though. Luckily, no one was injured. Count remains 2-2. Nice block there by catcher Fry. Ball low in the dirt. Makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Member sets, delivers. That ball called. 3rd strike. Catches the outside corner. Dylan goes down looking on strikes for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up another pinch hitter. Number 8, freshman Carson Davis. Left-handed hitting freshman digs in. That pitch high and inside for ball one. Memmer sets that ball right into the right hip of Davis. Hit by pitch. Puts runners at first and second with one out. West Marshall batters really hug the plate when they step into the box. Imagine they draw a lot of hit by pitches on the season. Brings up the designated hitter, number 21, AJD. That ball low and outside for ball one. Higgins playing behind the runner at first. Allowing Davis a big lead at first. Claussen a safe lead at second. Memmer sets, delivers. That pitch in there for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Memmer sets and delivers. Outside, ball 2. Two balls and a strike. To the DH-D. That one's fouled straight back and out of play. Evens the count at 2-2. D is 1 for 2 on the night. Was hit by pitch in the first inning. Singled in the third. Scored on Reese's home run. And struck out looking in his last at bat. Slow curveball just misses the outside corner. Takes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here for the Trojans. Top of the 5th. Memmer sets the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets D swinging for the second out of the inning. Memmer's 4th strikeout of the game. And we'll have another pinch hitter. That'll bring up number 15, Dawson Bear. Bear with first pitch swinging fouls that strike back for strike 1. Bear, just an 8th grader, is hitting for the third baseman Reese in the number 9 spot. That pitch high and tight for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second for the Trojans. Memmer sets. Little looper, tough play for Beving. The infield grass just eats that ball up. Bear hits that off the handle. No play for Memmer. Beving playing back. Looking for the force out at second, charges, but the grass just eats that ball up. Infield single for Bear. Loads the bases. And brings up pinch hitter number 1, Caden Fonts. Memmer gets up quickly, 1 strike. That ball low, nice stop by Fry. Prevents the ball going back to the backstop. Set and pitch. Fonts with a swing, but fouls it back to the backstop. Member gets up, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fonts is hitting for the leadoff hitter, center fielder Siegert in the number 1 spot. That ball just misses. Evens the count, 2 balls and a strike. 2s are wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded. That ball right down the middle totally fools Fance. Member gets him looking for the 3rd strike out of the inning and the 3rd out of the inning. Cubs hold the Trojans scoreless here in the top of the 5th. Wes Marshall does manage to record 2 hits. There was 1 Cub error and 3 runners left on base. After 4.5, the score remains West Marshall 15, Nevada 1. Due up for Nevada, the bottom half of the 5th, will be Sheldall, Malone, and Quaker. Give a quick shout out to the honorary bat boy tonight for Nevada. Tonight's bat boy is Caden Johnson. He is the son of Chad and Crystal Johnson. He's a 3rd grader here at Nevada Central Elementary. His favorite Nevada Cub baseball player is Ty Dittmer. Caden's favorite positions to play are shortstop and pitcher, and he is currently playing on the Nevada Twins on the Nevada Baseball League. Congratulations tonight for Caden Johnson, tonight's honorary bat boy. Bottom of the 5th, second baseman Marshall Sheldall. Sheldall swings at the first pitch for strike 1. Christensen takes the mound here. Bottom of the 5th, is gone the entire game. That pitch inside, Sheldall can't quite catch up to it. Digs himself a hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Sheldall was last night's pitching star for Nevada, recording 11 strikeouts in the win. That is a pretty off-speed curveball by Christensen. Gets Sheldall looking for the first out of the inning. Brings up center fielder Gavin Malone. Malone reached first base via walk in his first at bat, stole second, came around to score. First pitch swinging, ropes that one into right field. Gets a runner on first for Nevada. Cubs' third hit of the game. And it brings up left fielder number 6, Caleb Quaker, with 1 out. Is that a balk? That is a balk. Christensen drops the ball out of his glove after going set. That is a balk. Awards Malone. Second is awarded second base on the balk. Puts a runner in scoring position for Quaker. Quaker entered in the 3rd inning. Grounded out to third baseman in his only at bat on the evening. Takes a big rip at that pitch. Can't quite catch up to it for strike 1. Christensen sets and delivers. That curveball doesn't quite bend down for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Cub left fielder. Christensen sets and delivers. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out. Quaker makes contact but fouls that back behind the first base dugout. Christensen sets, delivers. Curveball. Quaker puts the bat on it. That ball takes another wicked bounce over the lip of the infield. Wes Marshall's second baseman gets a glove on it but can't quite catch up to it. Tough bounce there. Infield single for Quaker. Malone advances. Ball hit to the right side of the infield. Gets Malone to third base. Puts the speedy Quaker on first. See if Wes Marshall puts on a defensive play here to try to steal an out. Brings up right fielder Christian Hawbaker. The other Christensen did that last time with a step towards third, trying to get Quaker. Quaker did take a step towards second, but easily gets back to first. There it is again. Quaker almost gets fooled by it. Christensen thought about it, but with the lead, held on to it. Guess we can expect Quaker is going with the pitch here. Try it again. This time he does throw over. Almost gets him. Quaker goes in standing up. Quaker slides in there. He's no problem, but going in standing up almost. First baseman almost catches the back elbow, but Quaker's right foot got into the bag safely before the tag. Hawbaker comes in. He is 0 for 1 on the evening, but he did walk his last time up. Quaker again gets out to a big lead at first. This time he does not go. Hawbaker swings and misses on the pitch. Strike 1. Quaker out to a big lead here. There goes Quaker from first. The ball. The catcher Brady elects to try to throw down to third to try to catch Malone sleeping, but skips the ball to the third baseman, who manages to get a glove on it, prevent it going out to left field. Quaker easily takes second base. The pitch was right down the middle for strike 2 to Hawbaker. He puts him in an 0-2 hole. But runners at second and third. That ball high, gets away from the catcher Brady. Malone easily trots home. Wild pitch scores Malone from third. Malone is the Cub to account for both Cub runs so far. Quaker takes third on the wild pitch. 1-2 to Hawbaker. That ball outside. Evens the count at 2-2. Hawbaker stands in with 2-2 count. 1 out. That ball is flied to short center field. Center field from Wes Marshall misplays it. I think he probably lost it coming out of the lights. He did have to make a long run in from center. Was there to make the play, but I think he just lost it in the lights. Ball drops in. Scores Quaker from third. Give Hawbaker the hit. Brings up the designated hitter, Connor Schnekoke, who is 2 for 2 so far tonight. First pitch, chops that one towards second base. Second baseman can't field it cleanly. Moves Hawbaker to second. Schnetgoke reaches on the error. Cubs with a little bit of life here in the bottom of the fifth. Have 2 runs across with 1 out. Wes Marshall coach calls timeout. Goes out, brings the infield in. Just kind of settle down his team.
First baseman, number 8, Grant Higgins.
One ball, 2 strikes here to Memmer. And the pitch upstairs, evens count at 2-2. Memmer works the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Two outs. Higgins will be off on the pitch. Memmer takes a called strike 3 on the outside corner. That strikeout ends the inning and will also end the game due to 10-run rule. That makes the final in 5 innings. West Marshall 15, Nevada 4. Tough loss tonight for the Cubs. They're doomed by the long ball as West Marshall records 4 home runs. Nevada will return to action Friday night. Conference foe South Hamilton up in Jewel. They will return to action here in Nevada Monday night. JV begins at 5:15 and first pitch for varsity scheduled for 7:30. So that'll do it for tonight here at Cubs Stadium. Final 15-4. Hope you all have a good evening and a great rest of your week. We'll see you back here Monday night.